And now let's move on to our next story, the Realme 8i. Interesting phone at this price point. Polycarbonate build, which we all really like. Glossy finish, which, for fingerprints may not be so good. 8.5mm thin, 194 grams, 3.5mm headphone jack, micro SD card slot. But the good thing is it's got a really nice screen, 6.6 inch, so it's a nice big screen. It is LCD, that is something you must remember. 120 Hertz, and then the big thing, the MediaTek HELIO G96 chipset. Very good chipset, smooth handling, triple camera setup, really gets enhanced with the AI that MediaTek brings in. Very decent camera for the price, 5000 mAh battery, 18-watt charger, priced at 13,999.
Realme has time and again made a splash in the affordable smartphone segment with enticing value for money offerings. And continuing on the same trend, the company is back with yet another compelling mid-ranger in the form of the Realme 8i smartphone, which is also the most affordable device from the Realme 8 series. In comparison to its predecessor, the new 8i has come with some upgrades in the form of respectable hardware for its price. But is it worth your bucks? Let's find out in our Cell Guru review. The company has employed a polycarbonate build with the back of the phone featuring a glossy gradient finish. Due to its glossy finish, the back is prone to catching fingerprints and smudges, so it's advised to use a cover with the phone. On the other hand, the handset's in-hand feel leaves something to be desired, as the ginormous screen demands the user to use the phone with two hands at all times. But that's not to say that Realme has completely binned the ergonomics of the 8i. On the contrary, the company has kept the weight of the phone relatively lighter at 194 grams, and the handset doesn't feel top-heavy either. Moreover, at 8.5mm, the 8i is relatively sleek as well. And the camera bump doesn't protrude outwards either. And credit where credit is due. The smartphone comes with expandable storage via micro SD slot and also sports a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is becoming a rarity these days. Up front, the Realme 8i rocks a massive 6.6-inch Full HD Plus LCD display. The panel offers a peak refresh rate of 120 Hz, although Realme claims the display can smartly variate the refresh rate to better the device's battery life. The phone also has relatively thin bezels on three sides except for the chin, which makes up for a good media experience. Content looks good and sharp, but we would have liked an AMOLED display for better contrast and brightness levels. The smartphone is legible to use under direct sunlight thanks to a peak brightness of 600 nits. As for audio, the smartphone's mono speaker gets reasonably loud and doesn't crackle or distort the sound at higher volume levels. The Realme 8i is backed by MediaTek's HELIO G96 SoC that works alongside either 4GB or 6GB of RAM. Additionally, the handset can allocate part of its storage to RAM and also offers 5GB of virtual memory. The smartphone's day-to-day performance is fantastic and easily a notch above its predecessor, the Realme 7i. The chipset does a good job handling most tasks, be it opening tons of apps, gaming, or streaming videos. The addition of a 120Hz refresh rate makes sure to keep animations and scrolling butter smooth. Quite surprisingly, Realme also delivers good gaming performance, and we did not experience any lag or stutters. As for software, the handset ships with Realme UI on top of Android 11. Unsurprisingly, the interface ships with a ton of bloatware, which thankfully can be uninstalled except for some of Realme's own apps. The Realme 8i features a triple camera setup with a 50-megapixel primary sensor, 2-megapixel macro and 2-megapixel monochrome lens. The rear camera performance is above par in natural light, as the sensor is capable of snapping sharp images but with high contrast. The result was just about good in indoor lighting, but we noticed some visible noise in darker areas. The macro sensor struggles to focus on the subject, and the images leave a lot to be desired, especially in terms of overall sharpness. And we would have liked if Realme included an ultra-wide sensor, which has much more practical use than a monochrome lens. The 16-megapixel front-facing camera, like most budget smartphones, delivers artificially enhanced results. Overall, it's a decent camera for its price segment, delivering usable results under natural lighting. The Realme 8i packs a healthy 5000 mAh cell, which can comfortably last a day on a single charge with basic usage. However, for charging duties, an 18-watt charger is supplied in the box, which is a letdown as the competition is offering much better charging speeds. Priced at $13,999, the Realme 8i is an affordable smartphone that offers good performance, a big 120Hz display and solid battery backup, and it is a compelling option for buyers to consider in the sub 15,000 rupees segment, but with the only caveat being its dismal camera performance.